Hello guys, and welcome to another video with Buck's Small Engine DIY on YouTube. We are putting the do into do-it-yourself. This is my DR Powerwagon Utility Cart, and it's featuring this lawnmower engine that I put on it in a previous video. This is from a 1992 lawnmower. It's a Briggs Stratton engine. And every time I come out here to use this thing, I observe that my fuel tank is empty. So I got a fuel leak somewhere, slow leak over time, that keeps it from, that's draining and getting frustrating. And I suspect it's probably something to do with the bowl gasket or the carburetor bowl nut. And I think I want to resolve this once and for all. Probably want to take the cover off and this air cleaner, then we can take a better look at that carburetor. I'll add a little fuel and see if we can't just observe exactly where it's leaking. I want to get this resolved. So this procedure would be the same anytime you've got a small engine that's leaking fuel and you're not sure where exactly it's leaking, whether it's a lawnmower or in this case a utility cart, whatever. So let's see if we can figure it out. Okay, I add a little fuel and I think I see what's going on here. It's already getting wet. I don't know if you can see that. That bowl nut, the bottom of the carburetor bowl, is already getting wet, and I think that might be where it's leaking from. See it? It's wet there. Now it was dry when we started because it was completely out of fuel, but now that we've added fuel, it's getting wet again. I don't see it leaking up here anywhere. So maybe I can just search around for a new gasket for that bowl nut. Yeah, see, so my finger's wet now. I want to try to do this without removing so it's a slow leak, which is why I can put gas in it, enjoy riding it and using it. But then if I wait a week between uses, I'll come out here and the tank's dry. So it's a pretty slow leak. Let's just try to slap a new gasket on there. I think what I'll do is I'll take that bowl down and see if I do also have a bowl gasket while we're here. I don't think I need to take the carburetor off. I can do it all from down here with the carburetor mounted. Alright, so that's my plan. Let's give it a try. Alright, so let's put a rag down here. I'm going to use this to clamp off the fuel line. And our bowl nut is a 1/2 inch socket. We'll do that. Alright. And of course whatever's in the bowl is going to come rushing out, which is why I've got the towel there. That should be it though, because we clamped off the fuel line. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if I got a new gasket up here or not. I'll have to look. So here's our bowl nut. It doesn't look terrible. Our bowl nut gasket doesn't look too bad either. That's kind of crushed. Maybe just a new one that's a little thicker and not crushed is all it's going to take. Alright, so let me look for those parts. Alright, so another thing I wanted to point out to you, another thing that can happen is these bowls, the bottom of the bowl is concave, right? Like that. So when you set this on a flat surface, there's actually a gap. And sometimes I think what happens is the bowl nut gets screwed up all the way as far as it'll go, but it's still not tight up against the bottom of the bowl because of that gap there. So I'm going to take a piece of pipe or a socket and just see if I can tap that down a little bit. I don't like that. Get something where I'm not going to bang my fingers. We get a longer socket here. You know, something like this, we can just flatten it out a bit. Yeah, that's all it took. Now this is going to sit flatter, and we're going to be able to tighten it up a little bit more securely to the bottom of the, you know, to the carburetor. So here's our bowl nut. Here's a new gasket. It's probably used, but it's in better shape than the one we took off. So let's go install that on the mower or on the engine. I decided not to look around for a new bowl gasket because I really don't think that's where our leak was coming from. So let's just go with the one that's up there. But reshaping the bowl and using a new gasket on the bowl nut is probably going to get it done for us. All right. That's the wrong way. All right, let's take our clamp off the fuel line and keep our fingers crossed that it'll stay nice and dry. Let's give it a minute and we'll take a look. All right, it's been a couple minutes here. Not sure if you can see it. How's it look to you? That looks nice and dry. Fingers dry. I think we're good now. All right. All that remains then is to put the air cleaner back on, and we'll fire it up and take it for a ride. Okay, well, I can add fuel now without worrying about it leaking out. I got a series of other videos that I've put together on this DR Powerwagon Utility Cart, and if you want to check them out, I'll leave some links at the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on our next video. Bye-bye.